Welcome to ZKast, everyone. I'm Zeus Kerravala from ZK Research, and I'm in the amazingly crowded and insane Venetian Conference Center, part of the Consumer Electronics Show. I'm with Rick Vanover from Veeam.
Yeah, it was funny bumping into you.
To my surprise.
Yeah.
And so Rick, for those who don't know Veeam, just a quick intro on them, and then what the heck are you doing here?
So yeah, hi, Rick Vanover from Veeam. I'm on the product team here, and I'm in my 16th year here at Veeam on the product team. And why is Veeam at CES? Well,
indeed.
Officially, we're just meeting up with some of our partners. It was actually surprising, Zeus, how many of our top partners are here, have both exhibits and then private meetings. We're just meeting. We don't have a booth. We're not going there, but a lot of our partners who really are thinking about the edge and some of the data that lives there, it's getting important nowadays. So that was really the main reason, as well as just momentum with those different product lines that our partners have.
Yeah, well, so while this is the a consumer electronics show, if you've watched any of the keynotes, big theme here, Edge AI.
Yeah.
Whether that's automotive vehicles, whether that's robots, I saw there was a session today on smart venues. There was another one in future manufacturing, and while those are separate industries, the one commonality is Edge is big across all of them, right? And so that means more data in more places. And what's that mean for you guys? I imagine that's why you're here, right?
Well, exactly. In fact, one thing that really stuck out to me was the Lenovo ThinkServer and ThinkEdge new platforms as really going out, or in some cases central to the data center, either way, to really process information on the edge, AI, as well as regular workloads. So that was actually important to me because I talked to plenty of folks, Zeus, that the edge is important as well. And when folks start building workloads and systems and processes around the edge, they'll need to protect and manage it as well as discover it, know what they have, and all those different governance things come into play as well.
So when I think of Veeam, I think of you as really the king of data protection. I mean,
all hail.
Well, I mean, you took over #1 market share, you haven't looked back, right? So when you bring Edge AI into this, what kind of new challenges does that create?
Well, it really is education. I think a lot of organizations simply don't know what they have, period.
Yeah.
And the only practical way to get your head around that will be AI. And sideways of that, if I look back to October when we announced our acquisition of Securiti AI, massive momentum shift in the AI space for Veeam so that organizations can secure, can understand, recover, keep their data resilient, and then unleash the potential of what they have. So organizations they almost don't know that they need this yet, but they really need to be able to accelerate what we're going to call safe and trusted AI. And so from that standpoint, I'm wanting to be looking around the corners to see what is coming on a platform standpoint, because with what the current Veeam product portfolio has from the AI standpoint, as well as the portfolio of protection and resilient capabilities, we're already there. We just got to find these customers, these partners, these use cases, and really get in front of it.
I really thought that acquisition of Securiti AI was brilliant because to me, Veeam's you've been security adjacent, but not a true security vendor. So, which is actually interesting because you've benefited from the uplift in security without actually being a security vendor. But Securiti AI moves you into the security space, and it allows you now not only to look for the threats, but then recover with what you guys do. And to me, the product that Securiti AI has, when I started thinking about the challenges that Edge AI brings, more data in more places, I don't know, I'm not sure how you do it without a product like Securiti AI.
Right, and I think you have to work a different direction in the supply chain of data.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that the Securiti AI set of capabilities, they can go onto the production estate. And so a lot of people think Veeam and backup and secondary and cloud storage. Securiti AI goes forward in that process. There's over 300 collectors across different applications, unstructured data, and more. And so it really then, when we think about the edge use cases, and I don't know what you think, Zeus, but there may be this slight convergence of consumer technology and enterprise technology at the edge for these use cases, everything from smart buildings to,
everything's connected now.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, like I said, I'm trying to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and let me run a thesis by you. I was talking to somebody from NVIDIA about this, where they've gotten a lot more involved in storage themselves, and we were talking about how when people historically have thought about storage, it's been by tier, primary storage, secondary, right?
Yeah.
Things like that. And in fact, the whole backup recovery strategy is based around that. Now he said what's important is data velocity. How quickly can I access my data, right? How quickly can I move from one place to the other? Can I, things like that. And from a data recovery standpoint, that really kind of changes the way you think about it, right?
It changes, and the best thing going for Veeam is that we're software defined in the sense that we don't have like limitations. Like there's one storage partner, I don't want to throw their name out because I don't know if they want us to say this, but we were the only product that made the storage software hit the limit when we were doing some joint testing with them. And we can go plenty of examples, Beat the Ghost Dev that we did in 2021 and a couple other things where when we were able to move just incredible throughput data from a backup and recovery standpoint. So we're there, Veeam is there, and organizations that need those high performance environments, they're out there and they are really cutting edge, and you're right, the velocity is that surprise bottleneck.
Yeah, all right. And so, maybe just let's wrap up a little bit and see anything fun you see here.
I'm gonna go a little rogue on the ZKast here, if that's all right. I'm gonna share one thing, and I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Most interesting thing you saw here at CES across everything, and for me, Zeus, it was the Wi-Fi connected toilet.
Yeah, I can see that.
I never thought I'd see the day, but that was yesterday for me.
Maybe the most interesting thing I saw was I ran into a company that makes a smart watch that tracks different data metrics, which isn't unique, but they're trying to apply a combination of Western and Eastern Europe and Eastern medicine. And so Chinese medicine is very much based on a lot of homeopathic, herbs, acupuncture, things like that. So they're collecting the data. They can predict when they think you might get sick, because Western medicine is based on, hey, you're sick, go get cured.
Yeah, right.
There it's preventative.
Yeah.
And so what they're trying to do is, by giving you those data points and giving you advice on things to change, make you healthier. And so they're trying to prove the value of Chinese medicine in this Western world, which I thought is a fascinating, and they want to use data to do it.
Hey, I love data-driven decisions.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else you want to add?
No, hey, thanks for the opportunity, It's nice to see you again.
It's always great catching up with you, Rick. I haven't seen you since San Antonio.
Yeah, that's right. Our analyst event.
So on behalf of Rick Vanover from Veeam, I'm Zeus Kerravala from ZKast Research, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on my next episode of ZKast.